What it do? This yours truly, Ivory, or you're watching Minding Your Biz. I got a special guest in the building. I'm taking your line. The man right next to me needs no introduction. He is 1/3 of the most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club, Mr. DJ Envy. What's up?
What's up, brother? How's it going?
Listen, man, to be honest with you, that introduction really does you no justice, because this is Minding Your Biz, and you are so much more than just a DJ and a host of a radio show. You are a full-time entrepreneur, man. Can you tell them a little bit about what you do outside of the Breakfast Club?
I mean, it's a host of things. I mean, we could start with the podcast that I have with me and my wife. It could be the book deal that we have. It could be the car shows that we do, the Drive Your Dreams car shows, what it's called now. It could be the real estate that we're into. It could be, I mean, there's so many different things that, that are on the table. I just try to keep businesses continue on. It could be the water, positivity water. It could be the soda, Top Pop. There's so many different things, man. The clothing line, my God versus my enemies. That's what you see all the time. Body of God, covered by God is the name of the line. So, a lot.
Well, hey, you know what? To be honest with you, that's one of the things I always wondered with a person like yourself who is, you're doing radio 5 days a week, and you got all these things going on. You're one person. How do you manage to juggle all of that and still keep everything moving?
I think it's a couple things. I think I got a strong team around me. I have, of course, my wife that holds down the fort, which is the most important. Then, of course, I have an executive assistant, Mercedes, that handles parts of the business. And then my manager, June, handles the other parts of the business. It's a small squad, small team. We work hard, but we get things done. I keep people around me that I can trust. Sometimes it's not about having a big team. It's about having a team that you can trust. And I'm secure and confident with my team.
So you named 3 people, and 3 people hold it down for all of those things you named?
Yeah.
So tell me this. I got a cousin, he's a DJ, he's fresh out of high school, and maybe been out of high school 2 years. How does somebody like that, who's hearing all these things that you're doing, what advice would you give a DJ or a promoter, somebody who's in the entertainment business, who's trying to make it to that level, who's trying to level up and do those types of things?
I think for most people, they say they want it, but they don't really want it. You know what I mean? And I think that's the main thing. If you look at my schedule and the things that I do, I talk to my manager about this all the time. We get a kick out of people saying it can't be done.
Okay.
Y'all can't do it. And when I say can't do it, I mean we the type, Thursday we was at Howard Homecoming. Friday afternoon we were doing a concert at Howard. Friday night we was at the after party. Saturday flew to New York to see my son play football. They came back to Jacksonville to do the thing on campus. Then tonight we at the party. Then tomorrow we fly back. I hang out with the kids for like 3-4 hours. Then we got a show in Connecticut with Jada Kids. And we drive back, and then Monday morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm on the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? It's making those sacrifices that a lot of people won't make. You know what I mean? It's, a lot of things that a lot of people do, we don't get to do. You know what I mean? There is no boys' night out where the boys just go out and chill. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Because that time I'm spending with my family. There's certain sacrifices that we take. I mean, besides the last couple of years before that, I don't think I took a vacation in 15 years.
Wow.
You know what I mean? There was no vacation. It's me. I always look at, and this is just me. No, people don't have to feel this way. I'm trying to create generational wealth. I'm trying to create something for my kids that I didn't have. So for myself, I looked at it as like, if I leave, I'm giving that opportunity for somebody to come in and take my position. That's how I look at everything. So I'm not turning down a party. I wasn't turning down a shift on radio. I wasn't turning down nothing because I wanted everything. Now I'm at a point where I can. I'm at a position where people know my name and I can move around now. But until I got to that position, I was going to make sure I got there first. And most people don't want to make that sacrifice. They want to hang with their boys. They want to smoke weed and get drunk and chill. They want to buy frivolous things and do all that. I'm not into that. Like even when the club, when my set is over in the club, I'm out. I don't. There's no reason for me to chill around anymore. You know what I mean? I'm in and out. I'm back at the hotel getting my rest, and then I'm up in the morning. We're off to the next city. You know what I mean?
Now you said frivolous things. Now we all know about your infamous car collection. Now hold on, man. Did that start later on in the game, or how did you get there?
I mean, I was always into cars. Growing up in Queens, if you know anything about Queens, New York, you know that the hustlers were big in Queens, and they always used to have the dope cars, the Benzes, the Lexus, the Rolls Royces, and all that. And I wanted that. You know what I mean? I was a kid from Queens. I could never afford it, so when I was able to afford it, I bought it all. And then I started, getting smart and said, damn, I got to figure out a way to make money off of it. So I started my car shows where it's like, it kind of feeds my habit, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Then I started, getting into collecting, you know what I mean? And collecting cars. Like, for instance, we talking about it right now. I'll show you a text just so you know how real it is, right? So I got a Porsche. It's a 918. It's a 918. It's acid green. I paid about 1.2 million for it, right?
He talking that big talk, man.
Yeah, talking the talk, right? So now look. Now this is Swiss, because Swiss is a car collector as well. So
Gotcha.
when everything I make a deal, I call my car collector friends. We talk about a thing. So I said, what it say? Hey King, gotta read it.
Hey King, question 1.7. Guy just offered me for the 918.
So I just told you I paid 1.2 for it. Somebody just offered me 1.7. How much profit is that?
Gotcha.
500,000 on a car. These are the cars and the decisions that I make when it comes to cars. You buy cars that are collectors that you can always make money from. You look at like Jay Leno, you look at Seinfeld, you look at all these people. When they buy their collections, they buy their cars based off of the market value, and they always make money. We are the only ones that buy the cars, put rims on it, and do all that other stuff and make no money off those cars. Now it's just a matter of buying those cars that continue to appreciate in value.
Now, is that something you learned later on in your career, or did you?
Yeah, I learned later on in life because there was nobody that looked like me collecting cars like that. And if they weren't breaking it down. Like, you know who has a crazy collection? Michael Strahan, crazy car collection. Brother that owns Shea Moisture, crazy car collection. Like, there's a lot of people that are black that have collections, and they do this. And we just giving people a game.
Well, speaking of giving people the game, one thing I follow a lot of what you do with Caesar and Jose the Credit Dude, and you give game in your own way. You got seminars. Tell them a little bit about what you do as far as teaching financial literacy.
Well, I got in the real estate game, I would say about maybe 8 years ago, heavy, where, we buy, flips, have tenants, and all this other stuff. And the reason I got into seminars wasn't because I was trying to make money, but there were other people that looked like us doing seminars, charging people $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 to talk to them about real estate, and I thought that was foul.
Gotcha.
The reason I thought that was foul is because if you got $10,000, I'd rather you put that $10,000 to a property, not to somebody to teach you.
Gotcha.
And they're not really even teaching you. They teach you a little bit and then saying, okay, if you want to learn more,
buy my course, buy this, buy that, yeah.
So we just created something that was like, yo, you know what? Let's do a seminar where we teach people, show them how to do it, because we actually do it. Charge them $99, and for that $99, we're going to bring everybody to the seminar. We're going to bring credit repair. We're going to bring financing. We're going to teach you how to find the deal. We're going to teach you about hard money lending. We're going to teach you about all this, insurance, and bring all the people there to speak and teach, and not charge extra for it. And people always say, well, damn, why don't you just do it for free? You can't do it for free. I'll tell you why. Because you got to fly people in, you got to get people's hotels, and then you got to pay for the venues. And them venues are $50,000, $60,000. So, we do that to teach people. There's no upgrades. There's no nothing. Like $99, or now with COVID, prices went up, so we had to charge a little more. But we do that to give people back. There is no extras. And, we're seeing a good success rate. People are actually buying homes and buying properties and making a lot of money. So, that's what we want to see.
So last question, if I'm interested in real estate, just one piece of quick game. If I'm interested in real estate, I'm looking at this video, I'm a young entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, I might be a DJ, a promoter, and I want to get started, because that's the thing that usually scares a lot of people. I don't even know what the first step is. What would you say is the first step? What's the first thing they need to do to get started in real estate?
I'd say the first step is always make sure your credit's good. So make sure you build your credit. I use the guy Jose the Credit Dude, who he's the one that fixes a lot of people's credit. That's the first step. And then the second step is just a matter of figuring out what you want to do. I always tell people the first thing they should do is buy a multi-unit. Multi-unit is a 2-family or 3-family house, right? And I'm gonna tell you just to break it down. So let's say you buy a 2-family house, right? It's your first property. I tell people, live on the first floor. So let's say you buy a 2-family. You live on the first floor, upstairs or on the side is another family.
We house
that other family, they pay for your mortgage. So now you living rent free for however you want. You save that for a year. That money that you saved that you'd have paid rent, you put on the side, and then you purchase another home. You leave that house, you go to the other house. So now you have 2 people paying your rent. That one person pays your rent, that other person is a profit. So let's say your mortgage is $2,000, let's just say. One side of the family pays $2,000. So now when you move another family in, that's $2,000. So that means that property is making you $2,000 a month. Every year, what happens? Rent goes up. So it keeps going up. So that $2,000 a month you get until you die. You get until your kids die. And it'll keep going up. It'll be $2,020, $2,040, $2,000, $2,100. And it keep going up. That house, it'll pay for itself, and your kids will continue to get that $2,000 even when you die. Then you get another house and keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And you just keep doing it until, whatever. But you just don't think about that money. Or I always tell people, if you want to buy a car or something that's stupid that you really shouldn't be buying, you just make sure one of your properties purchase that. So if anything ever goes wrong, you're always good. Before I buy a car, a crib, or anything that I want, I make sure that something pays for it. So like during the pandemic, when the pandemic first started, before everybody was getting the PPP loans and all that other wild shit, you got to think a lot of people are losing everything. They were losing their businesses, losing their homes, losing their cars, losing their jewelry. I mean, everybody was losing everything. Thank God that didn't happen to me because I had so many streams of income coming in.
Gotcha.
I had the parties, I had the speaking engagements, the this, the that, the water, the bar, like it was so many different things. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, you know, I was making as much. No, I wasn't.
I was gonna say some of that had to take a hit.
But everything was coming in, so it might have been 2,000 from here, 10,000 from here, 15,000 from here, 3,000 from here, 4,000 from here. But all that accumulated adds up to something big. So I was always good. I never had to, you know, sell a piece of jewelry or get rid of a car. I never had to do that. And I didn't get no PPP loan. I think when people are getting them PPP loans, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it. I was like, man, these brothers getting millions of dollars.
Hey, man, we said we weren't gonna say nothing on here that's gonna get us canceled, man.
I
What you talking about?
I didn't get one, thank God. But, you know, it's just one of those things. You gotta protect yourself and protect your family.
Well, listen, man, you guys just got more than $1 million worth of game for free, man. Thank you for watching Minding Your Biz with me, Ivory. Or thank you for my man, DJ Envy. Appreciate you so much. Listen, if you like what you heard today, I want you to like, subscribe, and share. But more importantly, take action. It makes no sense to watch a 5-minute, 10-minute video, sit around and be like, oh, yeah, that made a lot of sense, and then not do nothing and still be broke tomorrow. So put it into action, what you learned today, and we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.